This is my Instagram page. If you're not on my Instagram page, I can leave the link in the chat, but I am on Instagram. As you can see, I have 35.6 thousand followers. So on my Instagram page, I've been breaking down the videos from the Disease Free in 23. As you can see here, I break down clips of my sermons and post them on Instagram. And I do this on TikTok. I'm on TikTok also. They censor a whole lot of my videos on TikTok. That's okay. Their time will come to an end. So on Instagram, I posted this video and it went mini viral, 396 likes. And as you can see, this is the video, as you can see. Let me scroll it in. And so I just want to give you all an example here. So on this video, somebody posted a comment on the video that I want you all to see. They said, you got Mama Jones commenting, everybody commenting. So this person right here with a blank face, and this person here said, is this new? Someone had packed on some pounds. And then this other sister said, you look different, minister. And so somebody said, they said, Minister of Wellness, you done picked up a bunch of weight. What's going on? You the Minister of Wellness. And so somebody might ask and say, well, Minister, why don't you just, delete it? The person, is faceless. And no, I'm not. I'm going to leave it up. Why? Because they're right. They're correct. I did. I had a very difficult year in 2023. And the stress and the turmoil that I went through because of the poor decisions that I made, and it overwhelmed me, and emotional eating took a hold of me in the form of the vegan junk food. And this is something that had been going on, unfortunately, for me, a gradual process for the last 5 years. So yes, I am. It's obvious. I can see myself. It is obvious. If you look at this clip of me preaching and go back and watch my sermons from 2018. Matter of fact, let me show you. And it's a huge difference. So no, I'm not going to delete the comment because it's correct. I do. That's why I'm fruit fasting with you all this month. And that's why I've told you, I'm not just going to stop fruit fasting this month. I have to continue. So I'm not going to delete the comment. I appreciate the comment because you're just motivating me. Compare this version of the Minister of Wellness from September of last year. Look at it again. Look at it closely. And then look at this version of the Minister of Wellness from 2018. That's a big difference, ain't it? That's a big difference. – 2018 Minister of Wellness. Sister Harrison said, wow. 2020 Minister of Wellness. That's like a 50-pound weight difference, or 60. What happened? What happened to me? Life happened to the Minister of Wellness. You see the top of my head? It's not easy doing this. And it's a war. And gradually over time, I lost too many battles, but I kept fighting. But the battle overtook me. It was just too much. And so on this video, on this one, I'm every bit of 225 pounds on September last year. And then let me bring it up on another one because it keeps. I don't want you all to worship me. That's why I'm being transparent. I don't want you to worship me. because you all you're going to witness. I want to do this because, and I'm going to clip this video because this is going to become a part of my testimony. So you all are witnessing me return to the mountaintop. So this is very important. This is an important phase of my life because now I'm the minister of wellness. Most of you all don't remember me when I lost 100 pounds as a police officer. That was years ago. So it's always a blessing in the turmoil. It's always a blessing, brothers and sisters. So I'm glad you all get to witness the minister of wellness get back and stay back in tip-top shape. I'm glad. And you all will remember this, that yes, we participated, we saw, and we was there when the minister of wellness fruit fasted with us every single day, and we watched him. So it's all just a part of the life journey. Will said, I'm carrying 70 pounds of waste. So let me bring this up.
The most important package that I have for this time is the Immune Support Emergency Stash. So this is when, not if, when the next deadly pandemic comes and when we're locked back down. You don't want somebody coughing in your household and they don't have anything for their immune system. This is the time to get it. It'll be impossible to have these in stock when the masses are panicking. It's already priced at 50% off. You don't need a promo code. Get your stash for your immune system. theministerofwellness.com. theministerofwellness.com.
2018. (2020). It didn't happen overnight. It happened gradually. It happened gradually. Okay. It was gradual. And so that's why I tell you all, I know what I'm talking about. When it comes to reaching See, most of y'all don't remember when I did this. When I went from 260 to 170. So what I'm doing, brothers and sisters, I let the comments stay up because I want to be transparent. I want to be honest. I'm not going to stop posting the clips because it shows you. Here's why it's important for me to not try to hide. And here's why. In 2020, in the absolute worst, one of the worst years of my life, I still preached. And did I compromise at all on the perfect word of God just because of what I was going through? Have I ever made it seem like eating vegan junk food is okay? Have I ever excused or laxed on the message or stopped preaching the truth? And that's what's so important to me. That in my history as the minister of wellness, it will prove that, man, even when the minister, when he went through what he went through, he still kept serving the people. He still kept preaching, and he never changed his message. No matter what he was going through, he was the same. And eventually, he proved to us that he was never just preaching to us. He was also preaching to motivate himself. This is a part of my life journey. And this is an important part of my life journey because, listen, there's always, what we think is an evil situation, God always turns it around for good. You all don't even remember me being 260. This is 2020. This is 2010, before I was even the minister of wellness. And I was 260. Then I lost all the weight. This is 2018, 170. So this is a 90-pound difference. And so I went from, the importance of this is that when I was 260, that was eating, hog, maul, pork, pig, everything. Then I became a strict vegan. Now I have a powerful testimony that as a strict vegan, I went from 170, 175, 165, 175 to 225 pounds. And by the way, brothers and sisters, just to let you know, and I'm gonna give you all the updates. I've taken all my before pictures. I've shown the scale, but this is important because first of all, I was actually bigger even after doing this sermon in the sermon that I did in New York City. And that's what I'm going to use as my after photo. But to gain all of this weight as a strict vegan, to gain all of that weight as a strict vegan, it proves the destructiveness of the dark side of veganism. And then to go from here, and for you all as a public figure, because now it's out there. Like the person said here, is this new? Someone has packed on the pounds. That's what she said. She noticed it and she had the courage to say it. And so I say thank you. Thank you for saying that, because it's right. But guess what? You're going to watch me lose every pound. And you're going to watch me climb back to the mountaintop. And then when I get there this time, I'm going to stay there. Why, minister? Why am I saying that I know that I'm going to stay there once I get there this time? Because I've climbed there before over the last 5 years. I've climbed there before. I've jumped back up and down and up and down. You know why, brothers and sisters? Because it's all about why we're doing something. Remember, one of the biblical principles to overcoming food addiction is your why. And this time around, my why is strictly to serve the Lord.
This is the second package that I have, the Black Health Disparities package. If you have comorbidities, you're not going to stand a chance. This package covers obesity, blood pressure, immune, diabetes with the blood sugar, and all diseases fall under inflammation. You get all five. There's no promo code needed. It's already priced at half off, 50% off. No promo code needed. TheMinisterOfWellness.com, TheMinisterOfWellness.com. The big five, brothers and sisters, that are the most important, that is absolutely essential, or you will be deficient. If you're deficient, you can't have an optimal immune system for the next pandemic. Vitamin D3 with K2, D3 with K2, B12, DHA, EPA, and zinc. Those are the big five, and we have those five available, organic, high quality, and potent. TheMinisterOfWellness.com on the store, TheMinisterOfWellness.com on the store, or click the link in the description box and pinned comment section.
I'm not motivated to be at my best and at my leanest because of something or someone. I am strictly motivated at this time in my life solely to be a better servant for the Lord. This is all for his glory. And so when I reach the mountaintop again, and you all are blessed to where you'll be able to witness it. Okay, I'm in day 9. We in day 8, day 9. I told you I weighed in and I already had left had lost, 12 pounds. So I mean, and I'm excited because I already feel, and I know that it's done, because I can feel the difference mentally and spiritually because of the reason that I have. That's different than in the past when I was motivated to get on the right track. Right track for me, meaning coming off of the vegan junk food. This time is strictly for the Lord. So when I get there, I'll celebrate with him. And then I'll stay there. I'm not going to change anything in my life. It'll be me and Yahuwah and my service to you all because of my commitment to him. That's the difference. That's the difference. So sit back and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. We are kicking off the new calendar year here with traditionally our blowout sale that we have store wide. So at this time, brothers and sisters, at this time until supplies run out, which I don't know when that is, so I don't have a specific end date for this. It might be 3 days, it might be 5 days. I don't know. But for now, you can go to theministerofwellness.com, theministerofwellness.com, and you can get the supplements you need to assist you on your fruit fast for 50% off. I'm not taking down the sermons when I was a fat vegan, and I'm gonna write a book. I'm not taking those sermons down. I'm going to continue because I want you to see that we're all in this together, and I want you to see how the witchcraft and the sorcery behind America, that even as strong of a mind as the minister of wellness, that even if I'm not vigilant, if I'm not waging war every day, that it can even overtake a mind like mine's. So when I speak with such authority, when I speak with such strength and conviction, it's because I know every single facet of what it takes to be healthy in this country. I know everything now. I know about the satanic American diet. I know about the veganism. I know about yo-yoing. I know about emotional eating. I am an expert. I am an expert. And now this time, when I get down and I make it down, and you see that I'm down the whole rest of the year, because I'll be back in top. It's going to take me until March 9th, about March 9th. And I'll be back. I'll be back like I was. And you'll witness me stay there the rest of this year. And then at the end of the year, and I want you all to save this video, and I'm gonna clip these videos. I'm gonna put myself out there, and I'm telling you, at the end of the year, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna re-emphasize to you, the reason why you'll never see me regain again is because my intentions change, my purpose changed. Where before it was for different reasons that I thought were righteous reasons, but they weren't. Because God wants us to do everything for him. He must be our number one priority. Not children, not mother, not spouse. It has to be for the Lord. If not, then it will fail. So I'm excited, brothers and sisters. Okay? Yeah, I had a rough time. And it shows. And this was gradual. Over 5 years. And as the appropriate times come, and I can go into more detail and so forth about how did I, as the minister of wellness, go from 175 pounds to 225 pounds. And like I said, that's not the biggest that I got last year, but I still preached the whole year last year. You all know how stressed, and this was disease-free in 23 in Union 10. Do you all know? You have no clue what I was going through. Do you all know I didn't even want to show up? You all have no idea what I'd be going through as the minister. I didn't even want to show up September 16th. I was feeling like garbage. I was depressed. I was stressed out. I had a million things on my mind, and I still stood up and kept preaching. And I wore that same suit the whole year because I couldn't even fit none of my other suits. I don't know when the last time I've been able to wear this. I don't think I have this suit no more, but I haven't been able to. But I wore this same suit the whole year, even in Africa, dry cleaning the same suit. But you all don't have no idea. Every sermon I preached last year, every single sermon that I preached last year, I preached and I stood up and I was going through complete turmoil. But I never stopped. I never quit. I kept going, believing that one day that a breakthrough was coming. So no matter how much of a state of despair or hopelessness that tried to overcome me and beset me, whenever I felt like giving up, brothers and sisters, I would see the lightning flash. And I would hear the thunder roll. And I would feel sin breakers dash trying to conquer my soul. But then I would hear the voice of Yahushua HaMashiach, our Messiah, saying, "Stand up, minister of wellness. I'll never leave you or forsake you." And you keep on fighting, because I'm not finished with you yet, because I have too many. There are too many lives for us to save. We have herbal extracts for all sorts of ailments. So one of our most popular is the fat loss, the immune. We have vitamins, organic, high potent vitamins and minerals, such as the Minister of Wellness vitamin D3, which you want to take with K2. Those are the most important. Vitamin D3, vitamin K2, vitamin B12. Those are the big three, and then zinc. And we have those available. Of course, we have the books, including my 2 new books that we have, which are both now available in ebook form. Then we have the seaweeds, the powerful seaweeds, including the Minister of Wellness sea moss, the bowel movement assist for constipation, the super powder. We have about 100 different products on the online store. So the point is, like I always say, family, if I can do it, you can do it. You're not a bigger food addict than me. You're not. Just the fact that I'm a vegan is a miracle. With my family history, everything about me being the minister, well, that's why I say, don't elevate, don't tell me I can't criticize the Apostle Paul. What he says in his walk ain't much. He said, Paul said, I came from a murderer to being murdered for Christ. Let me tell you something. That's similar to how miraculous it is that I even sit here talking the way that I care about God's nature and his animals. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. No, I'm going to leave the comment up. And if other people comment and notice, do it. You're motivating me. You're motivating me. But I know it's done already, family, because of the intentions of the heart. And so we're in this journey together. And I hope now, fam, I hope that motivated you, that when I say we're in this together, we're in it together. When I'm preaching for all of us. I'm talking to me and you. The rules apply to me. I have to repent daily. I have to confess daily. I have to fight daily. You all know how hard it was for me day one and day two of this fruit fast. It's getting easier day by day. Today is the last 2 days. I felt great, especially today. I really had a bounce in my step. It's getting easier every day, but them first 2 days was like torture. Everything is being shipped out quickly. So this is the perfect opportunity, brothers and sisters. Again, this is a day-by-day blowout sale. There will be no monthly sales for this year, meaning I'm not doing like I did last year, where every month there's a did. No, we're not doing that. So this is it until late. Of course, I always do the birthday sale, and that's later this year because, you know, my birthday is at the very end of the calendar year. So this is your opportunity to go ahead and to stock up on what you need.